Well, I want to thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends on this incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
Well, hey guys, everybody, welcome in to another edition of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, sitting up here live in the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday, right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch us on YouTube. Make sure you're going to our channel. That is Tiger Cage Media. You can like this episode right here. You can subscribe to our channel if you like. And then, of course, make sure you're ringing that little bell for notifications. Ding, 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 that way you do know whenever we do come on live. Like we said last week, Thanksgiving, Thursday, normally we would be here, but doing a little bit of an audible. We're going to be on Monday that week. So you wouldn't know that unless you had that little bell clicked.
Ding, 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 ding. That represents 297.
That's right.
Ding, 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 298.
Well,
ding,
it's
ding,
still
ding,
295. It's still 295. We're waiting. What is taking?
312.
Well, anyway, guys, and then make sure you guys are going out to tigercagemedia.com. You can check out all the news and the latest updates here in the Tiger Cage, any of our merchandise. Check out any extra superlative stuff.
Is any of the merchandise that we have for sale, like reduced bottles of champagne that nobody's going to drink?
Yeah, like there's going to be a lot of unopened bottles of champagne around this country. But there's
Can I return this?
But there's going to be slightly more open bottles of champagne, ladies and gentlemen. And we're not going to get super political this episode, but this shit happens once every 4 years. And what I mean by this shit is an election.
This
and
was a nasty one, too.
We have only been on the air for, 3-something years. So this is the first time as They Call Us the Breeze, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. This is the first time that we have experienced an election while we've been in this circuit.
Yeah, because we started this during the Biden administration.
Absolutely, 100%. And every time we said something that someone didn't like, Crosley would call us up and censor us, and now we can say whatever the hell we want. Now, ladies and gentlemen, episode 172. This one is for November the 7th, the year of our Lord 2024, the day after Ryan's birthday.
Yeah.
So how was your birthday, buddy? How was your birthday? I heard it was a good time.
Buddy. Yeah, we went to Topgolf. Let's just say, leading up to the birthday, I went ahead and challenged myself a little bit. I did a 44-hour water-only fast. I did not eat for 44 hours.
Now, does Bud Light count in that? Because it's mainly water.
I did not drink coffee. I did not do anything besides drink water for 44 hours.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird choice because you knew you were going to be drinking on your birthday, and from what I understand, you definitely did.
Yeah, I think I did a little bit too much, and I apologize for some of the things I might have said out there, but it was funny.
I can probably say, without a doubt, I worked yesterday. I didn't get home until 8:30, 9 o'clock. I still probably drank more than you did on your birthday between the hours of 8, 9 o'clock and 2 a.m.
I don't know. When you open a bottle of Heaven's
Ooh, look
Door
at all
and you
that
finish
wood.
Heaven's Door.
Now you said Heaven's Door. Is that a whiskey bourbon?
It was a bourbon, yeah.
Yeah, I've never
Jeffrey,
heard. How have I never heard of that?
I don't know. Jeffrey gave it to me. He's like, I don't think you've ever had this before.
It wasn't that bad, strong wise. It
And
wasn't
you
like
know,
Jack
when
Daniels.
we were rolling out, Mayo was next to the car, and he's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's some bourbon that
Kool-Aid.
Jeffrey got me." And he's like, "I was like, here, try it." So I like popped it open, and this dude takes a rip, and he's like, he's
Mayo?
like, "That's smooth." And I was like, "Is it? Is it smooth?"
It doesn't
Are you
sound
sure?
like
It's way smoother than Jim Beam and Jack Daniels.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, Jack's got that sour mash
yeah.
to it, and it's a punch in the face, and that's the same punch in the face I want every single time.
Oh, but dude, so birthday gifts. I got some cologne. I got a nice sweater, which is cashmere, which is awesome.
You'll get
Dry
to
clean.
use that about 1 month a year.
Yeah, dry clean only. But then I also got a book that's Steven Spielberg's first 10 films. And inside the book, there's different, Xerox letters of like how he would actually write down a piece of scrap paper on scenes. There was a postcard, or not postcard, but an envelope. So when he was working on Jaws, it had a little Jaws logo on the envelope. It said California, Burbank Studios or whatever. And it was basically the carbon copy envelope that he would use to send out to anything when he was working on the film. So like a nice little background kind of how he made everything. And
Is this one of the thousands of packages Mom orders on Amazon?
Well, that's cool
It's
because
okay.
one of my favorite books of all time is Recording the Beatles. It's just called Recording the Beatles, and all it is and for that matter, my other favorite book is a Jimi Hendrix book that's just written in timelines. It just gives dates. It's a series of dates, and it tells you what happened on that date. Kind of same with Recording the Beatles. They just talk about like who was in the studio for that session,
How they
what song was
recorded
being
everything.
worked on, who the engineer was, who the producer was that day, who the technicians were that were on hand, which artist played which instrument. They even have original. When they recorded the first album, Please Please Me, they have the original because in England, it was unionized to be a recording musician.
Did they use studio musicians in those recordings, or just them?
No, just them. But
Just them.
but because in Britain, in Great Britain, being a recording artist was a unionized job, so you literally had time punch cards that they had to punch to go in and out of the studio just to keep everything, and all the names are fucked up. It says like John McCartney guitar, Ringo Harrison, like they're just all because they were nobodies back then. But that sounds similar. I would
Yeah.
like to see that book.
I know I'm gonna bring it for you next week.
E.T. I would like to see the notes on E.T. and Back to the Future 1 and 2.
Well, that's not his first 10. His first 10 was Sugarland Express, Duel, E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark, Jaws.
American Graffiti.
I don't think he did American Graffiti.
Spielberg didn't do it. No, I'm thinking of
But yeah, I don't think Back to the Future. It ends with E.T.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I still get E.T. in there. I'd like to see that book. I'd like to
Dude,
thumb
it's
through
sick.
it.
It's pretty
That's
sick.
probably a nice coffee table read.
It really much is. Yeah.
Well, you're 34 now, so welcome to death. You know, you're gonna get older,
It's all
buddy.
downhill from here.
That's right. God, I remember when I was 34. Jesus Christ. I'll be 39 in about a month. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, guys, if they call us a breeze,
I remember 34. I started at Alro.
Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We're not going to get super political this episode, but like I said, this happens once every 4 years, and it needs to be addressed.
Barron's height is huge, okay, ladies and gentlemen. I just realized how tall that kid actually is. Holy shit.
But
I mean, Trump is pretty tall. There must be something on her side of the family that makes him
Dude,
even
he
taller.
is like Mayo is
I mean,
saying.
he's like
he is
tall.
huge,
yeah,
man.
especially when they were all standing there on the stage for his speech, you could just
And
see
you know
how much
he ain't
taller
going to
he
play
is.
basketball or football.
No, exactly.
Nope.
Well, it's funny, but if you guys are out there hurting today, or if you're out there smiling today, either way, just know that this isn't the end of the world. It's not the beginning of a new world. It's just another 4 years of some other dickhead in office. I mean, it really is. And I had a lot of people on Facebook that were just like, you can unfriend me if this, and you can unfriend me if that. You know what I did? And it's funny because,
Hey, I think he's divisive and everything, but I think he'd be better for the economy. So it's like obviously the lesser of two evils because business-wise, he knows how to run a business.
and a lot of people on Facebook are posting, sorry that I didn't put lower gas prices in front of my daughter's rights. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's just a little extreme. That's a little black and white. It's much more gray, and there's a lot more moving parts to the situation than that. But my empathy goes out with anyone who might be just crippled and sitting, under the covers for the last 2 days and thinks that the world is going to end, because that's how I felt during the hurricanes. I know what that feeling is. And I feel elated for those that really hoped that we could get back to what we had. And it's going to take 2 years just to get back to the unfuckery and to where we can make some forward progress. We're going to be making up for the next 2 years. And then I didn't vote for either candidate, to be honest with you. I wrote in Nikita Kucherov and then realized he was Russian, so he
Dude, that's where the 2% came from.
Yeah, I wrote in. I voted for Nikita Kucherov from the Tampa Bay Lightning, and as I'm walking out of the polls, I'm like, shit, he's Russian.
I voted for Pete Rose, and I was like, shit, he's dead. He can't run.
He died. He died 2 months ago.
We all voted. We all
wrote in. Yeah, we all wrote in.
So when I was at the ballots and when I was at the polls. This lady came in like on a motorized scooter, right? Like one of those like kind of Walmart people where you're like, okay, you can definitely walk. You just choose not to.
Which is only helping your case.
And she came in and they turned her around. Ma'am, you're going to have to put that in reverse. They didn't say that, but they're like, you're down.
Terry!
You're not at precinct 101. You got to go down over at here. And she goes, all
I
right.
got enough battery left.
And she's, that's good. And she makes a U-turn. And she hits the wall on the way out, and I was like, she was like, boom! And I was like, what the hell, dude?
You're voting for Kamala Harris.
I'm taking this whole damn building down with me.
So then I get to my booth, and then this
birds.
lady right next to us, she comes with like her 2 little kids, and she's like, this is a ballot. Mommy has to pencil in all this. That way I decide or I vote for who's the next president.
I hope that bitch ain't deciding.
I'm sitting there, and I'm filling out my stuff, and I just feel like a whack on my leg, and I'm like, what? And then this little kid just looks right up at me, and I'm like, what is going on here? Go on, guys. And then the kid's just tugging my leg. I'm like...
So you went on day up.
Where'd you
The library. Fossil Park Library.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, what is going on here?
Little kid just smacked you on the leg?
Just like, wham! I was like, oh! I'm like,
how big was the kid?
Probably, 3 years old.
Hey, mister!
Got any candy? Halloween's over, bitch.
Exactly.
Halloween is over, bitch.
I'm like, what the hell is going on here, man?
Who are you voting for?
Are you filling in the bubbles too, like my mom? Yeah, I'm filling in the bubbles.
That's kind of what all of us are over here doing, dickhead.
Yeah.
Why don't you, I'll give you a colored book.
Why don't you go over there behind your mom?
This is a library. Go to the children's book section.
Yeah, there's probably some
Legos
Legos over there.
I don't know.
Yeah. It was funny because Ryan and
So
I...
I'm gonna mail.
Kids are so innocent. They'll do fucking anything.
I'm gonna mail in my ballot. That way, I don't get chopped down next fucking.
See, Dad does that, but I don't.
I don't mail it. I
don't
take
trust
it over and drop it
But
in
yeah,
the box.
I just don't trust it because I feel like they can lose those. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they can.
I'd rather see that motherfucker scan straight into the system and say vote counted. You know what I mean? Like I can see it with my own fucking eyes. I don't need to. And you know what? I heard about on the radio yesterday, which was kind of alarming to me. It doesn't tell you which way you voted, but if you go to didmyfriendvote.org, you can type in anyone's first and last name. They give you a drop-down menu of approximate age and then what city they live in, and you can pull up anybody and see if they voted in this election. So me, with a lot of different people...
Well, and I understand that, and they brought... And I heard this about a week ago. They go, we know if you voted or you didn't vote, but we don't know who you voted for.
That's just it. So I was able to, because I work in an environment where there's a lot of people on either side. And they've been doing a lot of jawing over the last 2-3 months. And I just wanted to see, did you go out and play, or are you only just jawing? Yeah. So I started running all names into this motherfucking thing. And then I ran my own name in there.
You get your cup of coffee in the morning, like... All right, let's see.
Yeah, knuckles crack.
I got 18 names on my list.
I went and
here.
checked my ass, and it said I didn't vote in 2016. I'm pretty sure I did, so I don't know how accurate this thing is. And now also, half of the people I looked up, it still said pending for 2024, but mine said voted. So, like, I don't know if it's updated enough, but either way, that's just kind of weird and invasive.
Yeah,
and it shows you every 2 years. It shows even the non.
The in between.
The in between.
Yeah, they said voter registration or whatever. People, it's public knowledge, and you can go in and find it whether you voted or didn't vote.
Right.
But it won't tell what you voted for.
And it kind of
and that's the way it should.
Kind of makes me nervous though, because eventually.
Well, because then you could kind of like hate on somebody. It's like, what, you didn't vote?
Yeah.
Well, then don't cry because.
But then I wonder if that transparency is going to get even more transparent in the
No,
next
about who we
don't think
voted
it-
for. No.
That'll
no,
be
no.
the end of everything.
No,
That'll
that
be the
would
end
be
of
the end
everything.
of everything.
Yeah, you're right.
Of voting, but nobody will trust anything.
Before we
anymore.
go to break, though, I
because they've
will.
always said nobody has the right to know who you voted
Absolutely not. Absolutely, and no
Unless
one
you
has the
wanna tell
right,
'em.
and no one has the right to pressure you into telling them. Before we get into break, I just wanted to shake your hand, Ryan, because if I'm not mistaken, this might be your first election that you've ever voted in.
No, this is my second. I'm 2 for 2.
Second, but
and it's both Trump. I
Who'd
gotta
you
say,
vote for?
I gotta say, it was both Trump. Sorry,
But-
guys. I mean,
Kamala?
I think last week, Dad and I did something last week just by being animated and aggressive in the first segment of last week's episode where we said, go out and fucking vote. I don't care who you vote for, but fucking vote. I feel like the energy I was getting out of you was you weren't entirely sure if you were going to vote yet.
I wasn't. And then the day I woke up, I was like, I watched something the night before, and it made a lot of sense.
And then
I
you-
was on my way to the gym. Literally, I passed the library. I was on my way to
Every
the gym.
vote counts.
And
And then I was like, well, it doesn't look like there's a line out the library. So I went and I just did a U-turn, pulled into the Fossil Park pool parking lot, went over to the library, and I was in and out. I didn't even have to wait.
And
that was nice.
I'm so proud of you for that. And the best part was, here's the best part. Before we gotta get to break. This is gonna be a long episode, guys. You gotta bear with us tonight. It's election coverage 2024. They call us the Breeze. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live in the Tiger Cage. But I'm so proud of you, and thank you for going out and doing your civic duty, dude. I appreciate it. And
I just wanted the free Chick-fil-A
if
sandwich.
everybody would do it, and you don't have to stand in a polling line from here to the church.
There's
you can if you sign
mail-in
up
ballot,
for a mail-in ballot, they'll send it to you.
early voting,
I've
you
had
can go
mine
any day.
Set there. You can go.
I just
early
had to
voting,
change my address. I had
but
to go
you
to
can
a
just-
different table,
You
and they're
can
like,
just fill out your little ballot and do the same thing that you're doing,
but
and then drop it in the box.
But the last thing I want to say before we go to break is,
And if everybody would do their duty, I mean, every vote counts. 1 or 2% could make a huge difference.
so yeah. Before we go
yeah,
to
I
break,
could be smoking weed right now, man.
before we go to
Well,
break,
you can't really because that was a question.
yes, we all voted
Can
yes.
on November 7th I smoke weed legally?
We all voted yes on Amendment 3 and Amendment 4, I think, and unfortunately both of those did not pass. But we'll work on that. We'll get that together. But before we go to break, last thing I'm trying desperately to say, Ryan, I'm glad you voted, and it was so much fun. You closed the restaurant that night, so I was home several hours before you, and I had one TV on, Fox, not Fox News, but Fox Channel with the Democracy 2024, and then of course I had the Lightning game on. I have never paid less attention to a Lightning game in my entire life, and that wasn't even on the speaker TV. That was on the right TV with subtitles. Mayo also wasn't paying attention to the Boston Bruins that night. We lost 3-2. The Bruins lost 0-4. But we started watching it around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock coverage. Ryan closed the restaurant. Ryan didn't get home till about 11 or midnight. And he texts me and he goes, what channel are you watching? I go, this is the channel. This is what you want to have on. If you're watching a hockey game, you want to watch the Tampa Bay Lightning broadcast instead of the Boston Bruin broadcast because you want to hear the announcers that are playing for your home team. So I told him, go watch Fox. Don't watch NBC or MSNBC or ABC or whatever. You want to watch Fox channel. And then after the hockey game ended, I put the other TV on MSNBC. Now, I felt like I was in goddamn newsroom coverage. I'm like, chain smoking cigarettes. I drank 12 fucking beers, and I smoked.
So you had Fox on this one and
MSNBC on the other.
What was the difference in the two, do you think?
I mean, a lot of similarities,
whining on
but
that
they
one.
were more like they were showing what could happen, and these guys were showing this is
is gonna
fucking
happen.
happening. You know what I mean? And so I'm like in the newsroom. From the moment of like let's say 8:30 to I stayed up past Trump's acceptance speech. I was up till 4:30 in the fucking morning, which is not typical.
What time was the
The speech was probably at 3 a.m.
2:30,
So
2:40.
here's the fun part is
3 o'clock
here's the
lunch.
fun part is Ryan's texting me and we're starting to like, oh my god, he just got blank Pennsylvania, or oh, he just got Texas, oh, he just got this, oh, he just got that. Mayo is also texting me independently, oh, he just got this, he just got that. Finally, Ryan just decides like, all right, come on, let's bring it together, boys. So the three of us become in a group chat and we are texting like we are analysts.
It's nuts,
like we
dude.
know what we're doing.
Oh, a political analyst? I'm a political analyst. I know how this is going to play out.
We bought champagne and everything. So we're sitting here and we're texting each other. We're like, oh, just got this, just got that. No fucking way.
Georgia, we got Georgia.
We got Georgia. And I'm like,
We got Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania.
I'm like, Trump's going to drop in the middle of the Tyson Nick Paul or Jake Paul fight and knock both their asses out. And I'm just like, we're just all saying all this shit. And then once they announce it,
did they fight that night?
No. But once they announce it, all three of us are like, is he going to come out and speak? And Ryan's like, they're saying, Ryan's like, I'm getting word over here, Jim, that
they're putting up the bulletproof.
They're putting up bulletproof glass right now. And then Mayo's like, yep, I'm hearing word that people from Mar-a-Lago are now shipping over to where he currently is sitting backstage. He's coming on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to come on. And I'm like, guys, it's 3 in the clock. It's 2:30 in the fucking morning. I don't know if he's coming on. Oh, he 100% is coming on, Gene. And then all three of us are texting, and they're like, here he goes, and all of us are like, let's fucking go, let's hear him, boys. And we're just all celebrating and doing our thing, and then dead air, no one text. Once he got on stage, none of us were on the text, and no one said goodnight, gentlemen. And here's one thing I did right then, right after his speech. Last thing I'm going to say before we go to break. Then we have celebrity birthdays coming up. We got a whole big show for you guys tonight. Last thing I did before I went to sleep is I found this little picture of a baby, okay, stretching its arms out wide on a bed, on a pillow, with its eyes shut and a seeming smile on its face. And all I did was post that on Facebook, and I said, good night, America. Good night, America. I didn't say one thing or another. Didn't have a happy face. Didn't have a heart. Didn't have anything. I just said, good night, America, with a little picture of this innocent baby with its arms spread out and its eyes closed, but a little bit of a grin on its face. How many Facebook friends did I lose the next day?
I have no idea.
5. I checked it when I posted it. I don't know why. I was drunk as shit. I checked it when I posted it. It was 581 Facebook friends. I checked it
Was he laying on a Trump blanket?
I checked it at the end of the next day, and I was down to 586 friends. And that's the main thing you got to understand. It's just like, I wasn't gloating. I'm just saying, good night, America. This is where I live.
With certain subtle context.
Subtle context, but I wasn't slamming my dick on the table.
Even mean, really?
It just means like it's over. That's what I meant by it. It's all over. Just like a hurricane, it's all over, and it's time to go to bed.
In your mind, but I mean, from me sitting here listening to that and the way you're describing that, it's like, good night, America, I'm going to bed. So you're not really putting that in any kind of context. Who's ever taken context from it they're the ones to blame. Is either somebody that knows you really well and know you are gloating, or what?
Yeah.
Well, it could be either one. Guys, let's say Calls the Breeze. It's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We'll be right back after this break. We love you. Bye.
Later.
Hey! You're part of it! Yeah! You're part of it! Hey! You're part of it! Yeah! You're part of it! I walk the streets of a Carolina, watching people pushing shopping carts. And there's a guy above me, and he's washing windows, making $10 a pop. And he says to me, hey, you're part of it. Yeah, you're part of it. Hey, you're part of it. Yeah, you're part of it. And I say, sir, well, have you heard that this country is on equal still?
guys, welcome back in another edition of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, sitting up here live in the Tiger Cage every Thursday right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We hope you guys are enjoying the day. It's a beautiful day, not too hot, not too humid. We're hoping
we're broadcasting live today from Dayton, Ohio. Look at the clouds.
It's gloomy as shit. It's gloomy, Mike. It's really gloomy. It's a gloomy day.
By the way, get a 3-way with some chili on it.
That's right. A little skyline out there for you.
Somebody was saying something at work this morning. It was like, this is, me and Bob Heisler at
Bob Chrysler?
Heisler, where we used to work. He was
at Bob
from
Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram.
Yeah. And
in the mic.
This looks like a regular Midwest day in Pennsylvania and Ohio.
No shit. Yeah, I spent some days in Pennsylvania.
I mean, this is what it looked like all winter.
Yeah. You just want to cut yourself just to see some color.
No.
It's a joke. It's a joke, guys. Go! Guys, They Call Us the Breeze, episode 172. This one for the year of our Lord, the day after Ryan's 34th birthday.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's November the 7th, the year of our Lord 2024, guys. And we're just out here chilling, man. That last song is called American Hearts by Piebald. And I played it for two different reasons, okay? And the reason I played it so long was because this place has broken my American heart. Last night, two nights ago,
place?
just the way things have been going, has broken my marriage, and it's going to heal. We're going to heal it. We're going to fix it. But that song was also for anybody who maybe has felt opposite of a winning president over the last 2 days. This place has broken your American heart, and so it's time for all of us to just pick each other's pieces of our hearts up, rebuild it, and fucking love your brother, dude. Love your brother.
And I'm sure those that have a broken heart because their candidate didn't win, when their bank accounts get healthier and the prices of things come down a bit,
and there's no World War III.
Yeah, and I think they'll appreciate it. I mean,
there's some things to there's some sunny silver linings,
guys.
There's
work to do.
Hey,
it's not always sunny in Philadelphia.
There's some sunny silver. Yes, exactly. Let's go. There's some sunny silver linings out there for everybody involved, and I think we might have avoided the most dangerous thing that could have ever happened to this country. So
I believe
let's let's fucking roll from here. We're gonna not talk about politics the entire show, but we are just
been all so long. But
well, the first segment we're obviously going to talk about something that happens once every 4 years, and we're going to use one segment on that. But unfortunately, our producer JT Parr.
What up, Council?
October 11th,
I am JT
October
Parr.
12th.
Okay, not you, Denzel, Jesus. But yeah, JT actually informed us during the break that he has gotten a green light. We will have a very special interview in the next segment following this. But this is segment 2, guys, of They Call Us the Breeze. Like I said, episode 72. It's time for celebrity birthdays. People with a birthday one day after Ryan, like fucking idiots. So you guys want to play? What do you say? All right, let's hit it. Let's go.
Happy birthday! This is your birthday! It's your birthday! Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
This lady, well, it's not a very old song. Otherwise, I'm a very old person. This young lady was a folk singer in the 70s, and she wrote a beautiful song called, what's it called? What's the name of it? But it's To Paint Paradise. You put up a big yellow taxi. She wrote Big Yellow Taxi, Paint Paradise, put up a parking lot. And yeah, she was one of those, little hippy dippy little folk singers, and she had her time around the eras of like the Carole Kings and the so-and-sos, and she was cute. But yeah, it's her birthday today. A very happy birthday goes out to Miss Joni Mitchell.
Whose turn?
So Ryan is up first on Joni Mitchell. By the way, he is up 13 points. Dad made some headway here.
I'm gonna say 72.
I'm gonna go for a double bubble and say 78.
Ooh, 3 points off a double bubble. She is 81 today. Dad gets Joni Mitchell
Looks
anyway.
Like she does witchcraft, man.
Yeah, she's older now. She's still rocking the 2 braids though. All right, this next guy, we hear him every single episode. of They Call Us the Breeze. You hear him on every single...
Donald Trump's birthday?
You hear him on every single episode every time I press
JT Parr.
this button.
Go!
Adam DeMamp.
That is Adam DeMamp, the character in Workaholics, screaming, "Go!" But this guy, he played Adam DeMamp. His real name, not far off. I don't know why they even changed it. It's funny because their names are Anders Holmvik, and it's like Anders something else, very Swedish in the show. And then there's Blake Henderson, and his real name is Blake Anderson. This is Adam DeMamp. His real name. Very happy birthday goes out to Adam Devine, ladies and gentlemen. Which Devine sounds like the made-up one, but DeMamp is the made-up one. And it's on that show Workaholics. There's three little idiots. The one has the fuzzy hair. They work in an office. It was on Comedy Central. They played mid-20s to late 20s about 20 years ago. So...
I have no idea. Let's say 62.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and steal this one, I think. I think he is probably your age, bro. So he's probably 38.
Adam DeMamp, 38 years old. Ryan's a little under. Dad is actually way over. 41 today. Very good. Dad'll definitely know this guy. And Ryan's up first on this one. He is Peter, the middle kid. She had 3 daughters, all with a hair of gold. And then you had Greg, and you had, what was the youngest one's name?
Bobby.
But then you had Peter, and that guy is Mr. Christopher Knight. Peter Brady, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday. Ryan up first on Peter Brady.
65.
3.
67. Ryan gets it. All right, next one we have up. Fourth to last birthday, guys. Here we go. Let's see if one can get a double bubble. It's been a couple episodes, boys. Let's get one in the back of the net. All right, this next guy.
You're not playing my line, fucker. How am I supposed to put it in the back of the net when you don't play me?
This next guy was probably the only reason I watched Out Cold. But then I discovered Zach Galifianakis from that movie. Champ Kind had a pretty big part in that.
Oh, is it Jeremy London?
No, it's not Jeremy London.
Jason London?
It is Randall Pink Floyd from Dazed and Confused. Very happy birthday goes out to Jason London. That'll be up first on that one. Okay, the movie Dazed and Confused was in 1996, and it was about high schoolers in 76, and maybe 1993 actually. But it was about high schoolers in 76, but they all obviously were older than high schoolers, like most actors. So that's you, bud.
Me?
Jason London.
63.
Jeremy, I think, was in Mallrats. Yes.
Are they twins?
Yes.
Basil?
Yes.
Twins, Basil,
Yeah.
twins.
Jeremy was in Mallrats.
Some
I'm
of
going to
these
say
guys
he's
I
like
don't know.
50.
And the movies I don't know.
I'm going to go 50.
Ryan's going to go 50. Dad went 63. Ryan's closer, 52. All right, Ryan's up last on this next one.
Look how fucking disgusting this bar well is right here. You're serving people drinks right now. You're serving this ice. You're serving this shit.
Oh, Bar Rescue, bro. What's
Love
his
that
name?
fucking
What's
show,
his
dude.
name, dude?
He's such a little Italian roly-poly, dude. Like, I love him to death. I'll watch that show for
that is so
19
staged,
hours.
you know,
Oh, I love those shows, though. And then he sits out.
Jim Tafford? Or
Nope,
some
close. He
bullshit?
sits
I don't
out
know
in the
what
car.
John Tafford.
It's happy birthday goes to John Tafford. He sits in the car. He'll sit in the car before the episode, and they have security cameras, and it makes him look like him and his, like, it's always a black dude.
It's awesome, though. Yeah.
And they're sitting in the car in the parking lot, and they're watching, like, real time what's going on inside the restaurant.
And as
they wait
soon
until
as
they
it-
see, like, one more thing go wrong, and then they're like, let's go. And
always
they
a
jump out of the
family-
car,
yeah.
and they walk in, they're like, who's the owner of this establishment? And he's fucking crazy.
It's always a family business.
John
and they're like, they're yelling at each other, and he comes in.
Bar
Quiet.
Rescue. It's
What
so
are you
good.
doing?
John Taffer, Rye, you're up first for John Taffer.
Shoot, I'd say he's like 53.
Oh, he's
Oh,
older than
probably,
that.
he's probably older than that, yeah.
Yeah. I'll say 65.
Can I change my answer? A
Yeah.
birthday mulligan? No, it's
Yep,
fine.
yep. Go ahead.
63.
I was going to say 65, so I'll stay with 65.
Closer to 70. He is 70 years old. John Taffer. You fucking serious, Mike?
Happy birthday! This is your birthday! It's your birthday! Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
That is right, guys. Just hanging out here in the Tiger Cage, episode 172 of They Call Us a Breeze. We hope you guys are having a wonderful week, enjoying this little bit of breeze, no pun intended, that we're getting here, and yeah, enjoying
We're
the fact
getting a
that
slight breeze.
at least in Florida here, this
no rain.
hurricane, whatever the hell his name is, Raphael, dude.
Ninja Turtle.
Raphael is cool but rude, and Michelangelo is a party dude. Party. Teenager. Anyway, yeah. So it's dumb. I went for lunch today. I tried to have some little lunch because I was up a little early because I had a little haircut. Had to go do that, and then I had like too much time between when like we get here, and I didn't want to come over early and start drinking. I was like, what can I do instead? I was like, oh, I'll actually just eat lunch, and I went to Burger King over there on 22nd Avenue North, and the right lane wasn't working. Like they have two lanes to go to order. You know what I mean? There's the one with the sign and the other one that wraps around. The right one clearly wasn't working because I waited behind this girl who had a $40 order. She was hanging out her window. She seemed to be about 20 years old. Every question this woman asked her, she was not prepared for. What drink she wanted, what side fries, what size fries. She didn't.
You need to know.
She had no answers. She kept
I don't know.
She kept dipping in to talk to somebody else to the side of her. The only reason I know that the second drive wasn't working was because I saw 3 or 4 different cars pull up and look and see that the sign wasn't on. So they drove back around and got in line.
I mean, how do you not know what you want to eat, kind of, in a way?
So this isn't even the issue. With this girl, this girl's not even the issue. She's taking so long, but she's not the issue. And all I wanted, bacon double cheeseburger, ketchup only. They still put pickles on it, but they got close. And I see this old woman, not old, but like maybe 60. She's got a Kamala Harris sticker on the bumper.
Well, that explains that.
And she rolls up to the same right lane that everyone else gets out and rolls around because they realize it's not in service. What does she do? While I'm taking my order at the box, and Mia, she's finally, God bless her 20-year-old little soul, she's finally made it up to the payment window and she's taking care of business. This woman realizes the right lane ain't working and gets in front of me and goes up to the window, like to order from the window.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you fucking... Never mind the sticker. But I'm staring at it at this point. It's the car in front of me. And I'm like...
And that window ain't working over there.
What in the... And I hear her go like she sticks her fucking hat out her window and she's like, yeah, I'll have a Whopper Junior. But I'm just like, bitch, that is not how this works.
You just cut in line.
You just got in line. And I'm like, Mo. And the lady at the window, she's like got her elbows out the window and she's just kind of like, and I can tell she's just like, how retarded are you? Like, we get all sorts every day, you know.
But
like,
I haven't seen this.
How retarded
I've never
are you?
seen this.
We've had people come up to this window with a degree of downs, but you take the cake.
This dumb
You
old
took
cow.
first down.
This dumb old cow thought she was just like, well, I'm not sure what to fucking do here.
You go, I'm doing something.
Take
She was
3
doing
lefts.
She was doing a pave.
Take 3 lefts and get right behind the first car you see. That's what you do here.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do. So there's sometimes where I feel like I mean, I wish I was a millionaire. Everyone wishes they were a millionaire, and that's
For
whatever.
many reasons.
I wish I would be a millionaire because I would have a car that I could just run my car into other cars for either cutting in line for that reason, or people that just pull out in front of you when there's no one behind you. on a street, which baffles the shit out of me.
It's
It's
like
like
you had it.
You had
You
to
coulda
cut.
waited till
you
I
had to
passed
cut
you.
me off. So like those kind of scenarios, I just wish
That's why I wish I had a truck.
like just keep hitting cars. That's
Like,
all.
with a
I'm turning this thing
2x
into bumper cars, dude.
A truck with a 2x8 bumper.
Because, look,
bolted to the frame.
If you just made
Bam!
If you just made me wait, well, I'm going to make sure that you don't have a car for the next 3 weeks. And then you'll think twice next time about pulling out in front of anybody. And me, I'm just buying another new car. And I'm going to do it to another person.
Go to Alro and buy an I-beam and have it bolted to the front.
We could do all sorts of things. It's funny because this story, I think, won out what I originally had on my notes for the show today, because on Monday I went through McDonald's.
Maybe you just stop going to fast food drive-thrus. Maybe
the girl in front of me.
Maybe you had to make food at home.
The girl in front of me blew past.
They
hold
do
on.
sell hamburger at
We gotta get out.
Winn-Dixie?
We gotta. Yeah. Eventually we got. I don't know what the fucking time is. I really don't keep track of time anymore, and I'm sorry out there, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
4 o'clock.
Dude, that is so awesome.
No, I know what time it is,
No,
but I
I
don't
have
know
a
when we
cell
start.
phone.
But no, so we're at McDonald's on Monday, and the girl in front of me just blows straight past the first window. And, there's a tint on there, but, like, you got to stop at the first window, especially when it's busy. There's 2 windows going. And, like, unless it's Wendy's and they put the arrow
it's like
sign.
Wendy's is not.
They'll put the arrow sign up that says go to the next window.
Right.
So she blew past, so then I pull up, and the girl is just befuddled. She's like, did that woman really ask me? She's like, did that woman just blow past me? I was like, she stopped for like a second, but I think she thought because of the tint, and she's like, I literally was standing right here. I was just about to open the window. Like I've taken way longer to open the window before. People still stay right there. Yeah. And I was like, well, this isn't my problem. And she's now 2 cars length and ahead of me, and there's a gap, and I'd like to just get my change back. And I give her my cash, and she goes, hold on, she didn't pay, hold on, and walks away. And she's like, Brittany, that girl ain't paid yet. The girl right there, yeah, she ain't paid yet. And as she's saying that, the girl's already handing her debit card out the window. And then she has to walk back to me and then be like, I can't believe, I can't believe it. I'm like, can I get my change, please? For the first time your afternoon, this window 1's going to be wide open, for no reason. Let me get up there.
Yeah.
So this just keeps happening.
Real quick, my little 2-lane drive-through story. This happened 2 weeks ago. We were at McDonald's, and there was a car in front of me, and it just was waiting for the one line, and the other line was clearly open. And I'm like, whatever, not a big deal. But the car behind me was getting restless, so they start honking at me, and there's a car in front of me. And it's like, I can't just, like, lay on my horn.
Why are you honking?
I was like, why are you honking at me? I'm not even doing anything.
I'm trying to do something.
I was like, what am I supposed to get out of the car and tell this guy that there's 2 lanes? Like, I'm not directing McDonald's traffic.
Who are you,
Like,
two-lane?
I'm not doing this right now. And now this dude's laying on the horn, and I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here.
So
I think it's just drive-thrus in general. People just get very antsy.
I think it's just one of those things where, like, Chick-fil-A has it right, where they're just like, we're just going to put...
Perfectly right.
We're going to put teenage kids out in orange vests, hope they don't get hit by cars, and get rained on all summer long, and they're just going to be out there with their little fucking iPads.
Well, we lost one to heat stroke. That's all right.
Yeah, we'll get another one.
And you know what I do every time I go through those lines? If the kid comes up to me, like, there's some, I don't know why, maybe it's because I'm just withholding in general, especially towards my love life. I'm very withholding, but I'll never, they're like, okay, 14, I'll never give them a debit card. I was like, nope, cash. Because, like, they just start handing, like, putting their hand out, like, thinking I'm just automatically going to give them a debit card.
Well, yeah, they don't know what cash is.
Yeah, and I'm just like, nope, cash. So, like, even if I'm low on cash, I'll still.
You're
make
the
sure I
guy that
use
holds
the
up the
cash.
Chick-fil-A parking lot for the cash.
The register's by the window, and
you
you still have to wait like 2 minutes till you get your shit.
God, I want to kill you.
No, fuck you, dude. I don't hold up any line. I give the girl my money, and then there's still like 2 minutes of me sitting there waiting until they walk my bag out to me. Like, they don't even. Chick-fil-A is so goddamn efficient. Well, probably shouldn't say goddamn and Chick-fil-A in the same sentence, but Chick-fil-A is so goddamn efficient. These motherfuckers don't just hand the food out the window. They got Georgia Tech quarterbacks throwing fucking bags to cars. They got the little girls jumping. There's a set of monkeys that just will run and swing on little things.
I went today and they
flip your
gave
chicken sandwich into your window, dude.
I went today and they're like, "Does he want a treat?" Because I always bring Klystron.
Yeah, they
and
love
they're like,
that.
and they're like, you know what? He looks like he's already up there, so let me give you 2. So he got 2 treats today. I mean, that is good.
Is that
service.
chicken nuggets? or dog treats?
Little
dog treats.
milk bones.
Little milk bones.
Yeah.
Guys, they call us the Breeze. Like I said, JT Parr, he says...
What up, Council? I am JT Parr.
Thanks, JT. He says we have a very important phone call interview coming up in the next segment. Not really sure who that is. I have a pretty good idea of who it might be. And, so you guys might want to stick around for that. They call us Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra, episode
Live.
172. We'll be right back.
From New York.
Boy. Bobble-headed, bleach blonde, tall blue eyes. Where have I heard that?
Bleach blonde ale.
Where have I heard that before? As they call us the Breeze.
It ain't that.
It's Bravo. It's Romeo.
Gotta love Don
It's
Henley.
Echo, and it's also Sierra. You put them all four together. What do you got? They got call us the Breeze live in the Tiger Cage every Thursday, right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just received word last the break that Ryan will not be here next week. So we're going to try to get him in on a segment. He's going to be in New York City. New York City?
Hey.
I'm in New York.
The Big Apple.
Yeah, so he's going to be over there. We're going to try to get him on a segment. Dad and I will be holding down the fort. Maybe we'll have one of our old friends from Honeymooners come over, see if he can make the drive down. Or she, who knows. But maybe we can call in a lifeline. Maybe we need a hero. But either way, I think we got our hero. So we're
just come with me, man.
Yeah, just fuck off
Yeah,
and go
we'll
to
just
New
take
York.
the show on the road.
Yeah, just
we'll
take the show.
be all mic'd up.
We got our mics packed. We got all 3 mic packs. We haven't used them yet.
Nope.
Me and Ryan have definitely used 2 at a time, but a couple times. But yeah. So
I think you'll like the pizza.
you're gonna love the way you look too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, he's dad now, so. Guys, they call us the Breeze. Like I said, episode 72, this one for November the 7th, the year of our Lord, 2024. Somehow, some way, we keep finding ways to do funky-ass shit like nearly every single day. To quote your best friend in the world, Snoop Dogg. But JT Parr, our producer...
What up, Council? I am JT Parr.
Yeah, we got it by now, buddy. He has set up a very special phone call. I'm very nervous, okay, because I have an idea of who this might be, but I'm not entirely sure. But I guess we have the line here. We're gonna try and go ahead and bring this up and just see what the hell happens. Hello, who is this?
Breeze, hello everyone, guys. It's Donald J. Trump. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, wait, we got Trump on?
We have Trump, Donald J. Trump on the phone.
It's very good to be here, guys. You guys are excellent. I tell everyone every time, the Breeze podcast, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. It's great. Everyone loves the podcast. It's insanely good. And I've been on a lot of podcasts during the campaign trail, as you guys know. I was on Joe Rogan. Love Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I'm not a big Joe head, Mr. President. If I can call you that yet. Can I call you Mr. President? I'm not entirely sure if that's, have they called it yet, or are we still waiting to hear, or?
Well, you know, they have 2 more months.
2 whole more months.
2 months, but that's going to be okay because we're going to be able to heal everything. We're going to have great 2 months anyways. We already know what's going to happen.
I think it's going to be...
Merry Christmas.
Everyone's...
We can say that now.
Sir, I believe there's reasonable feelings to be more empathetic towards, like, Thanksgiving. Okay, can we not? Like, I've seen a lot on. I mean, I would like to hear your take.
Well, we're gonna pardon one of the best turkeys.
Well, you do that
for the
every
next
time.
4 years.
You
Big
do that.
turkeys, great turkeys, I think.
You do that every time. You do that every time. It's, yeah, and I appreciate it. And so I wanted to ask you, you know, Ryan and I mean, Ryan can back me up on this.
Ryan, I heard it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Mr. Trump. That's
very nice of you. That's sweetie. Yeah, he just turned 30. He just turned 35.
It's a beautiful thing to have a birthday, isn't it?
Or 34. Was it 34 or 30?
34, Remy. I've been listening, and
sorry, Mr. Trump knows my brother's.
They did ask George Burns one time.
Trump
when
knows
he was
my brother's
99,
birthday
did he
more
want
than
to
I do.
They asked George Burns one time when he was about to turn 100, and I forget what show he was on and what interview, but they were like, "Does everybody really want to, be 100 years old?" He goes, "If they're 99, they do."
Trump, what do you think about that, man?
I mean, he does interrupt a lot. I didn't go. I thought that was a bit that you guys were doing. But,
No, honestly, Dad, just
Mike does kind of come in on it, and I like it. I like it a lot.
That's great.
I voted for you.
Yeah, I voted for you too, Mr.
that,
Trump.
Mike, and,
Ryan did not vote last election, but Ryan
well, I
decided.
heard he's 2 for 2 right now, and the 2 that he did vote for was me, and I do like that. He's a beautiful kid.
He said
beautiful
that.
Kid.
He said that early. Yeah. No, he's a good guy.
Thank you.
So yeah, Ryan. Any questions for Mr. I mean, I assume.
I guess I don't know. How are you celebrating? I guess, Mr. Trump. Are you back on the links yet? Are you doing anything?
Yeah.
Recreational. I mean,
I would like to hear. if
Well, we're not doing recreational drugs.
I would like. Yeah, I would like. I mean, what are your feelings on the fact that Amendment 3 didn't get passed?
Look, the way Florida was going to do it, it was going to be great. It was going to be great. It was going to put a lot of. It was going to make our teens safer. It was going to get the fentanyl to China. China's been making the fentanyl. They've been putting it all over the weed. This is a real thing, okay? China's been making the fentanyl, and we're trying to take it off the weed. Look, Remy, have you ever smoked you pack a bowl of marijuana, and you dust a little bit of cocaine on top?
Oh my Jesus Christ, Mr. Trump! That was a very specific question, sir. I don't know if I can.
The answer would be no.
I can answer that. I believe it. I believe they used to call it snow capping.
Yeah, snow capping is what they called it. I mean, I'm surprised you even know what that's called. Honestly, I think it's very suspicious that you know that it's called snow capping in the first place, because I honestly forgot that term completely.
Yeah, I just remember somebody talking about it back in my Orlando days, and I never did it. You know what I mean? I feel like that would be counterintuitive. You're smoking a bowl of marijuana, but you're putting cocaine on top of it to what? Speed up? Slow down? I don't know if my heart would know which way to go on that.
Yeah.
Mr. Trump, I have a question for you, though, lending to Ryan's question. Now that the election is seemingly locked in your spot, as we talk right now, AP Press is showing Kamala with 226 electoral votes and you at 295 electoral votes. But they say that you just called Nevada and you just called Arizona. These places still look pink on the map, but they're 69% in Nevada, I believe, and 90% in Arizona, and there's no way to call that. There's no way to call that. So why have those states been taking longer and just taking longer in general?
Well, a lot of people have asked me. They said, what's taking so long in Nevada? I thought you had a lock on this. I thought everything was going to melt away for Nevada. It was going to be a landslide. It's, to me, Remy, it's insane that I see states like Washington, and you got big cities like Seattle, a lot of people, a lot of votes to count. You have nothing. You have nothing in Nevada to count except for Las Vegas. The problem is, and what my guys have told me is a lot of people are still in those casinos. They don't have clocks in the casinos. They
do
don't.
not.
They pump AC.
Yeah, that's
What do you mean that the
I
airport's
owned,
closed?
look, I've owned plenty of casinos. They were great casinos. A lot of people love those casinos. They go in and out. We put the AC up high. We pump fresh air in there. We give you no clocks because you stay and you spend your money. And I think a lot of Nevada voters are still out there, and we're going to have to reset the clock for them. And then also a lot of people are probably just really hungover. So, you know.
Well, that seems to make sense, Trump. I appreciate that. And what have you been doing now that it's settled? And even though the AP hasn't called it, we just want to know, what have you kind of been doing now that you, after the speech that we heard on Wednesday night? You know, we've had, was it Wednesday night? Sorry. Wednesday morning, Tuesday night. I watched the speech, sir, and I thought it was great. I could have used a little less Dana White in there.
Well, Dana's a great guy.
I do. Dana is a good guy. UFC. I know you're a big fan of UFC.
I do like UFC. I like the way that they really go at each other. I think that's something
incredible.
that you need to see a lot more often, is people going at each other.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yeah, for the throat. Yeah.
But to be quite honest with you, I've been playing a lot of. I played my first 18. Haven't done that in 24 hours. So, been playing a little bit of golf, getting back on the lane.
24 whole hours.
And let me tell you something, Remy. I can hit it a lot longer, knowing that I'm going to be in that White House.
I bet that put a little pep in your step, man. I would assume that you
sang some putts that Kamala would never be able to sing, of course. And the one that mattered the most.
Because you have confidence.
Sir, to be fair, I'm not sure that Kamala has ever expressed being like a golfer at all. So
I played with her one time, and she has to move the ladies' tees up just a little bit more. And I said, "This is my golf course, Kamala. You can't do that."
All right. So Dad and I are wondering. I'm sure Ryan's wondering as well. What do you got in the golf bag, man? When you're going out, I mean, what courses are you playing? What's your handicap?
I'm sure she's a putter or two.
What clubs you playing? What kind of balls you hitting?
I mean, I look. I like a little Callaway. I like some Callaway, of course, but it all starts from the hole out. And the one ball that I love to use is the Titleist Pro V1, of course. It's one of the best balls, rolls the best, finds the hole a lot better than any other kind of Bridgestone can. And
or Doug Emhoff.
See, I'm not a big golfer, Mr. President.
Why not?
First of all, I'm getting up there.
You gotta get on the lane.
I'm getting up there in age a little bit, and it's just I haven't started yet. Why start now? I don't think I have the body for it.
Little.
I don't have the body for it. I could do little things when I'm little. Actually, Trump, I was thinking about just Donald, if I can call you Donald.
Yeah, Don's fine.
Donnie,
fine.
DJ.
Yeah,
can I call you DJ? Can that be like our thing?
You guys can call me whatever you want.
Yeah, they call us a breeze, man. We got Donald J. Trump, the new president of the United States of America, on the line here. My biggest, I thank you, Mr. President, and why haven't they called it? I mean, we'll still see. It still remains to be seen. Obviously, there's no way that Kamala can. I mean, it was a landslide. And did your party, did your campaign? As I watched the video through the night, me and Ryan and our buddy Mayo, we were watching the elections live, and we kept seeing, Trump headquarters, Kamala headquarters, Trump headquarters, Kamala headquarters. It looked like, and I have 2 TVs, sir, and I had Fox News.
And you're going to have 3, maybe 4.
Well, and
I would love to have 3 or 4
well,
TVs.
You're going to be able to afford them now.
Are you sending, Trump, are you going to send me those 2 TVs?
I could send you them. They're touch screen.
Oh, wow.
And at this point, I've noticed by kind of like following
Mike,
electoral votes and the tallying, that there's no way you can be licked by Kamala Harris at this point.
Licked, sucked. You know what? Whatever you want, Mike. You can say whatever you want, but the fact is, I won, and that's how it's going to go. I mean, you need to come out to Mar-a-Lago and golf.
So, I mean, honestly, if you're inviting me out, I mean, like...
It'll be a great time. You can invite Mike.
I think about it like this, man.
Heard you were pretty good at Topgolf the other day, Mike.
I did okay.
I won't go to a
great
Mr.
place.
Trump. I won't go to a DJ. I won't go to a trendy restaurant unless a hot girl brings me. I'm not going to get on 18 links or whatever they call them, and unless it's you, sir.
Well, I mean, I feel honored, of course.
Well, yeah, the honor is all mine.
But
So.
I will make sure you get the best clubs, and you'll be
Well,
able to play.
you could honestly give me
18.
left-handed clubs. I wouldn't know the difference, honestly.
Well, I heard Mike's a lefty, and
And I'm sure it probably wouldn't make much difference.
Thanks, Dad. Appreciate the vote. Mr. Trump, do you hear it?
Hey.
oh no, Mike
Tough
is a
love.
great guy.
It's tough
All
love.
right, I
It's
heard,
tough love.
Remy, I heard that you got a little mean to him last week.
Yeah, I got a little hard
We don't
on him.
like that.
Yeah.
But you know, it's poking fun, and we like to poke a little bit of fun.
The guy I played with Top Golf yesterday, Dan.
Mayo.
Dan's like, I don't know if I can even swing that, so I saved one of my balls because you get 5 balls and 4 rounds.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can have that last ball of mine. Or
Now-
I got a lot of things to do, boys. What are we gonna?
Yeah, Trump. Have you ever done the Top Golf thing?
I've done it, and I think it was broke. I think the bay was broke because I striped one right down the middle. We were playing the Angry Birds. I don't necessarily play that game a lot. We usually just go kind of traditional, but we ended up. I hit those birds and broke down a couple walls.
This sounds fun. I played Angry Birds, so maybe I'll get
great
enjoyment out of that.
The
Yeah.
margaritas are, well, from what I heard, are awesome.
Yeah, because
don't know.
I thought you've never had a beer in your life.
Nope, I've never had it. Look,
Could you imagine what it'd be like if you had? What a monster you'd be?
yeah, I know that's floating around there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. President Trump, I know you're a very busy man, and we certainly appreciate you. If you can leave our audience, if you can leave the three of us, we all supported you in this last election, for better or worse. Some of us think you're a bit of a loony, but we had to do what we had
just
to do as
imagine
Americans.
if Kamala would have won.
Yeah. No, and that's what I'm talking about. But if you can leave us with any parting words before we let you go.
I just want to wish everybody the last 2 months. I'm pretty much already president, and the Christmases, the Thanksgivings, they're going to be great to celebrate because the next 4 years are going to be healthy. Your 401ks are going to go higher than you ever even imagined in your whole entire life, and
I hope so.
You're going to make America great again?
I'm going to make it fantastic again, Mike. Are you kidding? We are going to make it great. Remy, come over to Mar-a-Lago.
I will. I'll try. I'll do my best, man. I will.
Ryan, I heard that you're coming up to New York City, so LaGuardia Airport now is one of the best airports that we've ever had.
And you all did that, too. And you all did that.
Come see me, and
Well, yeah,
you
thank-
you guys good? You guys good?
We're great, man. We're going to get
Okay.
on with the show. We
Okay.
really, really appreciate your call. God bless you, Mr. Trump. And,
Thank you, and God bless you guys.
And we'll
Hail
be,
to the chief.
hail to the chief, baby. We'll see you soon, okay?
Take care of my son.
All right.
Okay.
You're chief in command.
Oh, yes.
We love you, Trump. We'll see you, bud. Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
That was funny.
I cannot believe we just had the former and newly elected president of the United States.
45th and 47th.
45
Yeah, that was
remedies, and if you didn't have 45 remedies, now you have 47.
Wow.
And Jesus.
That guy.
That was kind of intense, dude. I'm like shaking that off right now. Like that was, I felt put on the spot. I mean, I didn't want to embarrass myself. He let me call him DJ.
Yeah, that was wild.
I was like, that's pretty cool. I mean, you seem like a pretty
well,
down.
I think
That was probably a way easier interview than with Joe Biden.
I mean, he's probably had some pretty tough hitting interviews, and we just talked about golf for
Yeah,
about
I think
40.
we definitely
or,
made it a little
14
bit
minutes,
more lax for the guy.
Well, that's good. It's good. I mean,
It's good to hear that he loves
sounds
us
good,
and he likes to
and
listen
I didn't
to
know he
us.
listened to us that much. That's incredible. Wow. Well,
Yeah, I'm sure he's here on there. I'm sure he's listened. He's with us every week.
well, there's always
I'm guessing.
if all else fails, there's always one listener on that YouTube live, and I could only assume that's coming from.
It's going to be coming from the White House, I think, the Oval
Yeah,
Office.
it's gonna be yeah.
I wonder, when they're like
Yes,
bringing
okay.
him, like they're
But
bringing
what a
him-
nice guy. I mean, really, he is.
Yeah.
He's just like he's just every like
that's what I
dumbass
hear.
white
People-
male. We make our mistakes,
You
okay?
know-
We might say some shit we don't mean, okay? We might just be dumb in the moment. We do that. Sometimes we piss women off. That's kind of how it's been going for centuries. We try our best, but we have good intentions, but sometimes we just piss a lot of people off. Trump's got more fucking balls than I will ever have in my entire life. Like, that is just a fact. That is a fact of life. And I've got some pretty big balls, and I'm a pretty big asshole.
I hear from people that spend time with him that are not even trying to be political.
Just hang out with the dude. He was
just
never a
hang out with
politician.
him.
He was just a dude.
They say, you know, from what you read or whatever, when they're not even talking about politics or nothing, when he wasn't in office, you know, while Biden was in the whole time, they said he is one of the most nicest, most friendliest people you would ever be around. Yeah. And generous.
The dude loves McDonald's.
Like, if you would go to him, if you were to play golf with him, you would think that would be your neighbor.
Remy, I guess you're gonna go play golf with him.
Beneficially.
Well, you would think.
I'm surprised he didn't invite either of you because you actually know how to golf.
They said it would be like your best neighbor across the street that you're going to golf with.
Yeah.
You know, that he is that genuinely.
They say
nice.
golf is for guys with goofy pants and a fat ass, and that's my neighbor Donald Trump. Trust me, he's got both goofy pants and a fat ass.
Golf. I'm just using golf as an example because he golfs. But they said people say that if you
JT,
get him,
I don't know how the fuck he pulled that off, dude.
And you know, there's a new movie that's going to be coming out. It's called The Apprentice, and it goes into when he first got started in real estate. Obviously, he got that loan from his father. But,
I'll definitely watch that movie. They're gonna do a
in
biopic.
the movie when he's very young, he ends up meeting that dude Ian Cohen or something Cohen.
If you're not watching on YouTube, our channel Tiger Cage Media, Ryan is now politician pointing while he's talking about this.
I'm doing the thing. Yeah, I'm doing the thing.
Not the thumb, but the point, the monkey claw point. But yeah, he in the thing he does that.
Yeah, so like he ends up meeting a very prominent real estate mogul in New York City before he even got started. His last name's Cohn. I don't know his first name. And the Cohn guy, like took him under his wing and he made him pretty nasty. Like you can see them, like there's a scene where they're in the back of a taxi and Donald Trump's on the phone and he's like trying to figure out what to say. And then the guy's like in his ear and he's like, you need to say that we are going to make the best hotel. This, that. And you can see him like, on a reporter, he's like, well, I think what we're gonna do is a good job. And he's like, no, you need to make it.
You need to sell that shit.
This is gonna be the best. So he was
brand your shit.
He was influenced from the outside to just kind of be an asshole.
They've always said
so. Like it wasn't really him.
We're gonna make the best hotel.
Act big to get
it's big. It's the best hotel you ever stayed in.
Which I cannot. We'll go watch that in theaters. I don't know when it comes out.
I'll definitely go with you.
It's Jeremy Strong, the guy that.
I don't care, but I'll
Jeremy
watch
Strong.
that shit. I will definitely go see that shit.
Well, yeah, that was awesome
incredible.
To talk to him, man.
JT, thanks again for getting that call set up.
What up, Council? I am JT
Very
Parr.
impressed with your skills, dude. As lazy and stoner as you are, you never cease to amaze us. They call us the Breeze, guys. We're gonna take a little break. We've got our Week 10 NFL picks to make, where everybody, Ryan's fucking.
Dude,
he's up 12 points on me, and Dad's only 5 points behind me, so Dad might end up coming in second.
I suck. I haven't won a single thing at school yet.
Well,
I won my first year. This is my third year. I won 3 out of the
pretty
first
hot
5
for
weeks.
a while.
I was thinking they're going to.
You're pretty hot for a while.
I got it. Yeah. I figured it out.
And then I went the Super Bowl thing.
Well, we're going to talk about Week 10 when we come back, guys. Don't go anywhere. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
I cannot pick teams.
Pretty good, like like fucking
Honey, that's
Ace
Gene.
and Paul.
Honey,
and,
that's Gene and Paul.
Like Ace and
That's
Paul
really them.
and Gene and
I got to ask a question.
oh, I can't wait.
Like Ian, I mean, you remember when they did the Ghostbuster things and everything? It's like, who was all involved in that? I mean,
So
there was
this
like
is
6 or 7 or 8 of you guys, right?
completely out of context. But
yeah,
we were
this is
talking
totally-
about the
this is
Shore
totally
Acres
off
Rec
base.
Center on the break.
Yeah,
this is why
and
you
it-
guys have to go out and subscribe to our Tiger Cage Media channel on YouTube. You have to like and subscribe and ring that little bell for notifications
ding, ding,
because
ding,
whenever
ding,
we
ding,
do
ding,
come back on YouTube, we were just talking about Ryan and I's glory days at the Rec
Look, I
Center.
don't- And
Ian was so trusted of you guys.
Ian Beck, dude. I mean, that guy.
man,
I'm
he's
still
a legend.
Facebook friends with him, man. But he put he called the damn city and was like, we need a stage, we need amplifiers, we need
Which was
we
sweet,
need
dude.
speakers because this dumb little band named Gaslight Edition that
I bet
lives
the
in Shore
city
Acres.
was like, how many pre-sales tickets do you have yet? It was like,
None.
Not a lot.
None.
None.
It's
Like,
it's pretty minimal. It's pretty minimal. But these kids, they got a lot of heart, and they've got 3 other bands coming on. One band's from Georgia. And so we're going to do it in the rec center this year. We're going to do it in the gym. That way it doesn't get rained out. And Acre Stock, baby. Ian Beck.
Look, I've
Yeah.
never
Acre
done.
stock.
Look, I haven't done a lot of pranks in my life,
And not a
but
lot.
the pranks that I've done are
pretty epic.
good,
And I feel like we just kind of played a prank on...
bordering on illegal.
we played a prank on Shore Acres those 3 years in a row, and people came out and they had a great time. A great time. A lot of people told me it was the best time they'd ever had. They said it was the greatest time they'd ever had. So, but it's They Call Us the Breeze, guys. Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, episode 172. This one for November the 7th, the year of our Lord, 2024, the day after Ryan's 34th birthday. All right, so there's no way to avoid it, guys.
I'm going to say he's
I tried.
34.
I tried. Very good. Double bubble.
I just got 2 more points.
Hell yeah, you
bitch.
did.
That's good because sometimes I forget what age I am. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
There's no point in avoiding
Don't
it.
we all?
Because we are finally in segment 4 of this
Because
episode.
when they say act your age, it's like,
Well, yeah, just act like you've been there before too. But episode 1. So there's no way to avoid it. We're now getting into week 10 football picks, and before we get into
oh,
that,
I got to get my phone.
we got to talk about it, guys. Yeah, everybody get your lists out because we're going to get into that. But first, before we get into that, because it is football season and we hastily dedicate pretty much every 4th segment to football. What are you feeling, Ryan?
Dude?
What do you feel?
I'm just feeling like,
What are you feeling on these Bucs? Is what I want to get into.
dude, they were good last week. They did really good.
They
I
did
mean,
everything.
Baker, dude,
they did
so
everything they pretty much had to do.
Nick was at there. We were watching it because I closed Monday, and he's like, I just love Baker, dude. Like, he's a player.
No,
he won't give up.
He's a fucking player.
The
and-
way for him to drive down with 1:14 left.
No,
and-
I
or
mean he
whatever
had.
it
To be
was.
fair, he had like
Baker?
2 minutes. But
about Baker.
thank you for rejoining the conversation. Put your headphones in and join us, guys. This is Mike from They Call Us the Breeze, our sports analyst.
Had to go get my picks.
Yeah, got his picks. But yeah, so before we get into that, we were talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I've just got one question: Is this slipping
Yeah,
away?
are they gonna win?
Is this slipping away from us, or is it not? Now, a lot of people are saying.
I feel like it is.
Listen, a lot of people are saying one thing, okay? And let's pass the baton. Let's not talk over each other. A lot of people are saying they have a very easy schedule coming up. I mean, you got the Saints, you got the Panthers twice,
That's 2 easy
49ers
games.
Sunday, which should be easy. Should be ezy.
No, I don't think so. But
It should be easier than the fucking Saints that we almost beat on Monday night in their house. But a lot of people they're saying, well, they got the easy schedule. But you have to remember that the Falcons are 6-3 and we're fucking 4-5. And
Kirk Cousins doing well.
and he's doing well, and they have almost a similar schedule to us. They don't have any big teams they're playing. Maybe they play the Vikings, but that's like it. So I'm not entirely sure that the scheduling is going to be the way we make
in
this
our
up.
favor.
Yeah, it's not. I'm starting to feel like this one's slipping away, and I'm used to my Bucs
Well,
going
if
to the
we
playoffs.
can just win out, we'll do fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
everyone will
awesome.
do fine.
Yeah.
But,
Week 11 throughout. Let's go ahead and fucking do
Let's
it.
just win out.
You know, there's been a
12
lot
and out, I
of
mean.
lot of close games. Chiefs being the last one, and
We almost beat
but that's
the
the
undefeated
thing. I
Chiefs.
think it's like
and that
if
last
they
drive by
were-
Baker
if they
was a hell
were
of a
to
drive.
win those games that are close calls, then you have a contender. But we have lost those close call games, and that's what makes
all
me-
of them.
Well,
all
that's-
of them.
we went over overtime twice.
That's what separates the.
We have
the
gotten,
winners from the losers,
We've gotten
yeah.
so close several times, and Ryan and I were talking about this earlier when they went into overtime and they flipped that coin, and Mahomes won.
But if
and
you think
see
about
Baker
last year,
flip his head up into the air, and he's just like, "We're fucked."
I know, but think
Yeah,
about last
that's
year. We
everything.
went. We
And he
went
still
through
went
a-
out- I mean,
we
well.
went through a period where we lost a lot of games.
We had a slump
and then we
last
came
year.
back at the end.
And Baker's the one who can do it. And honestly, I mean, Kate Otten, he's doing great.
Who was the Ryan Miller?
Miller, yeah,
Ryan
he
Miller.
caught a touchdown.
Yeah, his
first career
his
touchdown.
First career
yeah,
touchdown
exactly.
too.
Yeah, so,
So
we're,
get him involved a little bit more.
we'll see, man.
have to.
You know, it's just going to be interesting.
When's their
But,
bye week?
their bye week is that we got this game. We're going to play Sunday, and then we're off next week.
And
So
tonight's game is.
hold on,
the
hold
Bengals
on.
and the Ravens.
You always do this. We gotta do the damn fucking intro first. Let's go, man. Let's fucking go. Right, guys, our Week 10 NFL picks, and if I'm looking at the board correctly right now, I'm a little cross-eyed after drinking so much, but it looks like Ryan's got 83 points. I am behind him 12 points at 71, and Dad is behind me at 66. We all put $50 in the damn kitty to start the season. We all did, and that means the winner's basically taking home $100 free. Tax-free, by the way. Tax-free, by the way. I must mention that.
That's right.
So we're going to start out this week with Dad, since he already leaked the first game, tonight's game, which this isn't my tonight's game. I'm going to be at home watching the Flyers at Tampa Bay Lightning. Ryan just dropped a vape, and it just seemingly exploded. Never mind.
No.
All right, so we got Bengals at Ravens. Dad, what do you got?
Ravens.
Dad's got Ravens.
And I have Ravens.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a pretty big mutual show here. I got Ravens as well. All right, so yep, perfect. Okay, next game up, Ryan. We got Giants at the Carolina Panthers.
They're both like 2-7.
They're both shit.
At Panthers, I'm going Panthers.
Yeah, that's kind of the sentiment I had. If they're
Panthers.
playing at Panthers and they both have a fucking tied losing record, we're going to go Panthers all the way across the board. All right. This one I had to take us a couple thoughts about, but the Patriots at the Bears. And the Bears have burned me a couple times this year. But I'm going to go Bears.
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 Stop Bears. All right. All in unison on that one. That's 3 in a row, right, boys?
Yeah.
All right. San Francisco 49ers at the Tampa
Who wants
Bay
to go climb
Buccaneers.
the big monkey bars?
Buccaneers.
God damn.
I'm always taking the Buccaneers.
Not always. You took the Chiefs last game and you won.
did.
Well,
That wasn't
I
on my
mean,
list, so it doesn't count, is what he's saying. But you took the Chiefs on Monday night, big dog, and you won that one. But you got the Bucs, Ryan.
I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's hope. Let's pray. We need some wins, boys. Put them up. If you can't run them up, fill them in. All right. Next one we got our previous opponent from Monday Night Football at, again, still Arrowhead. We've got the Broncos at Chiefs. I think this is a surefire.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Let's
They're going to do it. They're going to go
Well,
like 12
they're
and 0.
gonna no, they're not.
Well, see,
They're-
the Eagles
well,
went like
there's 17
11 or 12 games
There's
last
17
season.
games, so they're not going to go undefeated. I can't.
Eagles kind of went like, what, 11 or 12 weeks
Well,
last year?
after he
But
twisted his
but-
ankle.
Yeah, he's got little
They're at
tender
home.
ankles. Did you hear what Andy Reid said? He's like, those are the most delicate ankles I know in the league.
Who?
Andy Reid said that. At least that's what I
About
saw.
who?
About
Patrick
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
He's got the most
Because
delicate ankles
He
of
did that
everyone.
little toss pass, and he
But we've all got Chiefs on that one? Mm-hmm. All right. How about the Buffalo Bills at the Indianapolis Colts?
Bills.
You're saying Bills.
Yes.
Slam me over a table, Bills.
I got Bills too.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ. No one's getting points this week. Or on each other, I should say. Okay, how about this one? I think I might have picked the differential on this one.
You took the Jaguars.
Steel City at the Washington Redskins.
Commanders. You took the Steelers?
I took the Steel City, baby.
I took Steel City too. All right, Dad's on his island on that one. Dad's got Washington Commanders. Okay, yeah, this one's probably an easy call. You got the Vikings at Jags. I don't care that it's in their house. Yeah, Vikings. NFC North is fucking a powerhouse right now.
And you just got mossed.
You've just got mossed. And that's what's up. Okay.
That's what's up. Okay. Anyway.
You just got mossed.
All right, so I have a scratch out on this one. I have a scratch out on my paper on this game, and I chose the other team last minute, not before the show while I was writing the list. We have the Atlanta Falcons at the Saints. Ryan, what are you thinking on that one, man?
I'm going with the things that fly on that one. I'm going with the Falcons.
I mean,
Falcons.
Their record's kind of undisputable at this point with Kirk. Yeah, we all got Falcons on that one. All right, Tennessee Titans at the Chargers.
Chargers.
I got Chargers too. Jesus, boys. All right. We all going to S each other's D's after this show or what? Jesus. Come on, somebody get some dad. Dad's the only one on an island with the Commanders. All right.
And he's not catching me.
Jets, Jets.
Cardinals.
At the Cardinals. Dad says Cardinals.
Going with another bird on that one.
Yeah, Cardinals for me too. God, boys, so uninteresting this week.
Cowboys.
Hold on.
And you don't, and I know that's an unpopular pick.
Eagles at Cowboys. You're saying
I'm
Cowboys?
taking the Cowboys.
You're going to take the Cowboys.
Because they're at home.
I'm not going with a bird.
And
on
they
this
have
one.
not been playing well.
Whoa.
And they need to establish.
I got the
themselves.
boys.
Yeah,
You both have boys?
I'm taking the Cowboys.
So this might be my chance to get a point on Ryan this week because I am
Took the
taking
Eagles.
the Eagles. Sorry. All right, 2 more games up because there's only 14 matchups because of the buys. You
And
have-
we're at Houston, and there might be a hurricane.
There could be.
But I'll take those.
You've got the Lions at the Houston Texans.
Cue it. Yeah, I'm taking
That's what I got.
And you got Lions, and I got Lions. Unanimous. Only 2 games out of 14 games have been differential.
I don't know how to do this next sound of this next animal, but that's who I'm going with.
Really?
Oh, Monday night? Who plays Monday night?
Monday night is going to be Dolphins at Rams. The Miami Dolphins at the St. Louis Rams.
Are you trying to do a Ram or
Ryan's
a
trying to
Dolphin?
do Dolphin.
That was a
probably.
dolphin. Are you kidding me? I'm going Dolphins.
Dolphins
Ray
at
Finkel.
Rams?
Dolphins at Rams. Dolphins have a lower record, just so you know.
I'll take the Rams.
I took the Rams too. All right, so Ryan's on his own island on the Dolphins. Perfect. I got 2 shots at getting Ryan, and I got 1 shot at keeping my lead from Dad at 5 points. That's it. That's our NFL picks. Oh man, a lot of it's been a long week. It's been a long fucking month. It's been a long 30 days. Not a month. You can't call it a calendar month, but it's been a long fucking 30 days out here for everybody, ourselves included.
I'm sorry,
Half
but
the crap hadn't been picked up out of the yards yet.
I just hope everybody's doing okay out there. We're going to continue to say it until hurricane season is over. And, Raphael can just fuck off. He's barely blowing in some wind right here. And hope you guys are just enjoying the breeze, not in more ways than one, us, but the breeze from Raphael. And yeah, I think
I was
we're
going
just
to say we haven't reconvened since Halloween. What was the best costume that you guys saw?
Baker Mayfield.
You saw a Baker
Yeah, I can show you on my phone after the thing. Little kid. I don't like taking photos of kids on my phone.
Yeah.
I just don't. But he was already walking back down the driveway, and I was like, "Hey, Baker!" And I just from the hip, I had it at the hip, and I snapped one. And he had the bandana on. He had the full jersey, the pants. He was carrying his helmet. He was using his pewter Bucs helmet to collect candy in. I was like, "You're the GOAT, dude. You win Halloween for me." Dad, what was yours? We had a lot. We had a lot of people.
Yeah, I heard you guys
No, we
had
ran
to
out
run
of
into the
fucking
house.
candy. We ran out of candy.
Somebody told me.
We had to flip the lights off and take the chairs in, and I was like,
know,
"Everybody,
I
move,
heard
move."
It was all that radiant church people. that came to the parking lot and brought their kids in our neighborhood.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Because
It looked like goddamn Halloween Horror Nights out here. There was just people moving constantly. It wasn't I've never seen it that busy in my entire 8 years of like doing candy passing out here.
since they started that Radiant
Yeah.
church, they fill the parking lot over there in Azalea Middle School.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they all just,
Came parked.
hey, let's just all go.
It was
church,
insane, dude.
park,
It was
and
hard.
we'll go through this neighborhood because it's an affluent neighborhood, you know.
Yeah, and like if someone else was saying, like, you're not going to be trick or treating in Shore Acres, so everyone
Yeah.
from Shore Acres
Well, yeah.
might
People,
be coming up.
kids were getting bussed out this year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Well, we hope you guys had a good Halloween. We hope you guys had a good election. And if you're super happy or you're super sad, it doesn't matter. Just remember out there, it's up to us. Vote in your local elections. Do things that you want to see done, and make the change. If you want to make the world, he said it best. MJ said it best. Michael Jackson. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. That's it. It's up to us, man. And it's up to all of us. And from all of us out here at News Channel 5, Tiger Cage Media, we love you all. And we will see you next week. Ryan will be in NYC, so we'll get a feed on him. Dad and I will be holding down the news desk. And we just love you guys. Good night, everybody. We love you. Good night. We see you guys. We love you. Bye, 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 bye.